Hey everybody, well today's video is an empties video. I finally did it. I finally remembered not to throw away items after I had completed them. Just force of habit, finish something, toss it in the trash. But because I love seeing empties videos so much, I really wanted to do one, so I've concentrated really hard in the last couple of months, and I was able to remind myself not to throw certain things away. So I have a few things that I want to share with you. I'm going to start off with some bath products. You guys know that I had mentioned the Ren Moroccan Rose Body Wash. Well, I did finish it. Absolutely love this. Definitely would repurchase it, although I have a few other scents that I'm working off, so I'm going to hold off a bit. The only thing about it, and I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see it or not, I'm going to try to sort of roll it towards you. If you can see, there's still a little bit left in it, but it won't pump out. So initially I thought maybe I would cut it, but I really think that it's too hard a container and I won't be able to do that. But absolutely love it. Definitely would repurchase it. The next item is a shampoo. It's from Moroccan Oil. It's their moisture shampoo. Absolutely love this too. I will repurchase it, but I'm not repurchasing it now. I have some other products that I'm using. I like to switch up my shampoos. I find that your hair sort of gets, like used to a certain shampoo, and sort of the benefits don't work as well as they do initially. So I like to switch off, go back to a different shampoo, and then go back to other ones that I like, which I think works much better. So I really like this a lot. Definitely would repurchase it, but I'm working off some Orbay products now that I also really like a lot. The next item is also from the Moroccan Oil line. I completed this. I definitely will not repurchase it. I'm going to show you guys why, and of course ask for your forgiveness first, because when you see it, it's sort of gross. This is their Body Buff. So I purchased this, I think last summer. I really liked it a lot, but what happened pretty quickly is that it developed like a mildew. I'm going to go a little bit closer and hope you can see that. So I actually ended up throwing it away, and I put this aside just so that I could remember to show it to you guys. So I definitely would not repurchase that. It's a little bit odd because it's a shower product, so of course it's going to be near moisture and warm air. So I don't know what's in it that had that happen, but it happened pretty quickly. So of course definitely would not repurchase that. Now you guys know I'm always in the quest for a Bioderma equivalent, or maybe even something better. Something that's a little bit easier for us to get here, and I think I found a close second. It still does not surpass my Bioderma, but it is a close second. And I did finish this. It's from Cogendo. It's their cleansing spa water. So this, as I say, is a really good second for me to Bioderma. It's definitely easier for me to purchase than the Bioderma is. I liked it a lot. It did work really well, but I can't say that I loved it as much as the Bioderma. There's something about the Bioderma that just works really well. Definitely on taking off my eye makeup. Now, bear in mind, I don't ever use waterproof mascara, so you have to think about that as far as what works and what doesn't work. I know people have used it for waterproof and they do like it a lot, but I absolutely like it. So this was really good. I liked it a lot. I would repurchase it if I can't get my Bioderma. Of course, speaking of Bioderma, and I'm sure by now you wish that I wasn't because I mention it all the time, I did finish one of my large bottles of Bioderma. Love this. That's all I'm going to say about it, and I'm going to move on. However, I will just tell you one word of caution. I know a lot of people, because it is hard to get here in the States, buy it either from eBay or through Amazon, and you have to be really careful because there are a lot of fakes out there. The way to tell if you've gotten fake is that this cap right here will not remove, will not untwist in the real product. You have to almost like break it to get it off. The fake ones you can open so that you'll know that you have a fake one and should send it back if you're able to, if you purchase it either through eBay or Amazon. But absolutely love this. Of course, definitely would repurchase it. A couple of other bath products. I have a sample of the Ren, also the Moroccan Rose. This is in their bath oil. Love the smell of this. It is just absolutely divine. I happen to like more suds in my bath, which I do normally, but then I add this along with it. This is a great oil. It leaves your skin really hydrated and really smooth, and the smell is absolutely divine. So I finished the sample. Definitely will be repurchasing a full size. Another is this really nice bath wash from Molten Brown. Molten Brown is a company that you'll see a lot of times in hotel rooms, definitely some of the nicer hotel rooms, and I believe that's where I picked this up from. I really like this a lot. I would buy a bigger size, but I'm actually planning on doing some traveling, and I think the hotels that I'm going to be staying in will have them, so I'm planning to take a few more for me to have when I get back home. Some skincare items that I've used up. This first product is from Environ. This has been a staple in my skincare routine for a very long time. A lot of people have asked me to do an updated routine. I'm sort of planning on doing it now because I have changed it up a little bit, the routine, not necessarily all of the products. But this is a company that I'm not sure that this is available online. I believe this is only sold either through perhaps dermatologist office. I get it from my facialist, but this is a company called Environ, and this is their moisturizer or their A cream. Now what's really nice about this is a step-up program, meaning that you start with a very low level strength of it, and then you work up to the highest that your skin can tolerate. I'm of course at the top now because I've used it for a long time, plus I use a prescription A, so my skin is really tolerant of having it that strong. But this is just a great product. This is called their AVST5. And as I said, I believe it's only available through like facialists, estheticians, and dermatologists. But this is a really, really nice product. The next item is from Cosmetic Skin Solutions. It's their vitamin C. It's a 20% with ferulic acid. I definitely like this a lot. You guys know I've spoken about this many times before. This is a dupe for the SkinCeuticals. Now, I know there are a lot of people on here that swear by the SkinCeuticals, and I know it is an excellent, excellent product, and I know most of the dermatologists recommend it also. I'm just not sure that it makes that big a difference over this brand, and I've used this and not had a problem with it. The interesting thing about the SkinCeuticals, for me anyways, is the fact that the dermatologists that I know that tell me all the time that it's a great product also sell it. So there is a little bit of a financial gain there, and I just recently switched dermatologists, and she actually doesn't sell that many products whatsoever, which is really nice, and one of the reasons I wanted to go there is I now want to ask her. I didn't ask her the first time I met her, but I now want to ask her what her recommendations are, and I want to see if she'll recommend a product that she actually doesn't sell. But in the meantime, I've used this and I really like it. One thing I will say that I don't like about this, nor do I like about the SkinCeuticals, is I don't like the packaging. Yes, it's in a dark glass bottle, which is really important, but it's also in a bottle that you have to open up every time that you use it, and we know that as air hits the vitamin C, it diminishes the strength and the potency of it. So I'm a little concerned about the fact that they haven't changed the packaging. However, it's something very interesting, because another item that I've used up that is from SkinCeuticals sort of gives me an indication maybe they are going to be changing their packaging. And this is their AOX eye gel. This is also a vitamin A that's for underneath your eyes. And this comes in a little metal can with a great little pump on it, and of course dark. So I'm hoping that since they're doing this product now in this type of a container, they'll switch over doing their other serums. Anyways, that's what my hope is, and then I might try the SkinCeuticals again and see if there's a difference. Another item that I've used up is a small bottle of oil of frankincense. Now I picked this up because I've read a lot about that this is really good for fading dark spots, age spots, liver spots, sunspots. It's amazing that these spots have so many different names. We should just call them ugly, because let's face it, that's what they are. Anyways, I had tried this. I actually tried it on the back of my hand because I didn't want to try it on my face first. I think that there was a little bit of a difference, but I'm not sure if it was significant enough for me to continue to use it, and I'm going to do a little bit more research on it, but I did finish that. Another thing that I finished up is one of my bottles of Chanel No. 5. I love Chanel No. 5. I've worn it for years. I'll continue to wear it for years. It's really a signature scent for me, so much so that when I don't wear it, not only will my husband or my daughter say something, but friends and co-workers will say, "You're wearing something different," because they're just so used to me using the Chanel No. 5. I absolutely love it. Definitely would repurchase it, although I'm not repurchasing it right now because every time I travel, I run right into the duty-free shops and stock up, so I definitely have a drawer full, but absolutely love that. You know me and SPF sun protection. I always have tons of bottles around and I go through them like crazy. Sun protection, 365 days a year, never ever ever miss, and I always reapply. So the first one is from Chanel. It's their Daily UV Care SPF of 50. I do like this a lot, and I would definitely recommend it if you have drier skin, because I find that it does leave your skin a little bit more on the greasy, sort of oily side, sort of midday. But it is a great sun protection. I do like it a lot, but there are a couple others that I've used up that I like better. The first one is from Clarins. It's their UV Plus. This is an SPF of 40. This is a great SPF protection. This goes on so nicely. It absorbs right into your skin. It's really nice to use as a primer also underneath your makeup, especially in the summer. I try to cut down on the number of items that I put on my skin. Definitely like this. Definitely would repurchase it, although I'm not repurchasing it right away because I do have plenty of other ones to work through. And the other one that I finished is from Laura Mercier. It's her Daily Face Shield. It's an SPF also of 40, and this works very similar to the Clarins. Absorbs really well, has a really nice finish that you can really use under makeup. So I definitely like this a lot and definitely would repurchase it. The last couple of items are a few makeup items. I don't have that many makeup items because you guys know I have a lot of makeup and I'm really good about switching off and using different products. So it's really hard for me to hit pan on something because I don't get stuck on an item. I do move on, or at least I push myself as much as I can to move on so that I can really enjoy all of the products that I purchase. This I actually still have a little bit left in it, but I stopped using it because I don't think it works on my skin as well as I thought it did initially. This is a Vita Lumiere Aqua from Chanel. It's in the color of BR30. When I first purchased this, and I think it was around the summer months, I liked it a lot. I liked the finish on it. But as it got into the colder, drier months, I found that it was way too drying. So much so that I would put it on in the morning and I would look in the mirror and I thought, okay, that looked really nice. And I would go out and about my day and I'd pass by a mirror or somewhere to see my reflection and I just do sort of like a, it was that much of a difference. My skin really, really looked dry and I finally figured out that it was this. So I like this a lot. Perhaps I would purchase it again if I needed something just for the summer. But there's so many other great formulas and other companies that I've purchased and tried since then that I probably won't repurchase it. So done and going into the trash. The last two items are mascaras. The first one I think I'm going to disappoint some people because I know that this has gotten rave reviews here on YouTube. And it's from CoverGirl. It's the Clump Crusher. And it's not just that I didn't like the formula for me, I also don't like the applicator. This, hands down, I do not like a plastic applicator. I think it just happens to do with the fact that I'm a huge klutz when I put on my mascara. And for some reason, every time I use this, I poked myself in the eye. So I've tried it several times. I didn't really like the formula anyway, so this is done for me. And the last mascara is from Givenchy, and this is the one that has what I've named the torture ball on it. And again, I love the color of it. This is a beautiful, beautiful blue color, but I'm not using this anymore, and I'm going to be tossing it because I do the same thing with this. I try really carefully to go in and not poke myself in the eye, and I poke myself in the eye. So that's it for my empties. Now, a lot of people have been asking me to do tutorials on some of my eye looks, and I've been working up courage to see if I would do it. I'm not really that comfortable with doing tutorials, but what I thought I should be doing is sharing what the makeup is that I'm using when I do a video. So I'm going to really try to do that. I'm going to start with this video and try to do it, if not in every video, maybe every other video. So to start off today, the first thing I did was I primed my skin with by Terry Correction Multi-Zone. I absolutely love this. This was recommended to me by TheBlackPanties. Follow her on Twitter. She definitely has a YouTube channel, although she doesn't do enough videos for me. Absolutely always love her recommendations. So I started with that. For foundation, this has just become my holy grail. I absolutely love this foundation. It's from IT Cosmetics. It's the IT 02, and I have it in the color of light. This is a phenomenal, phenomenal foundation. I think since I've been using it, I've had more people ask me what I'm using on my skin. Absolutely love this. For contour and for blush, I'm using the Guerlain Terracotta 4 Seasons in the 00 Nude. I showed this to you in a recent haul. I cannot stop using it. This is one that I actually might hit pan on. I love it so much. I use it all the time. I use the darker colors and I went in and I contoured, and I used the pink color and I went in and did my blush. Love this. Then I actually swirled a brush all through it and I used it as sort of like a finishing powder. Absolutely adore it. I wanted to put a little bit more color into my cheeks, so I picked up from Sunday Riley my Honeymoon Night 103 blush. Absolutely love her line. I don't have a product of hers that I haven't liked, and this is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful blush color. Now, it is a little daunting when you look at it on the film. It looks pretty dark, but it just shears out so beautifully. So I wanted a little extra color in my cheeks, and I went ahead and I used that. For a highlight, this was really hard to pick up. This was sold out I don't know how many times. It's from Giorgio Armani. It's one of their new fluid shears. It's in the color of 8, which is a really pretty light pink color. And I went in and did that on the top of my cheeks. And I usually do it at my cupid's bow, but I didn't today. I just did it at the top of my cheeks. The other day I actually did an eye look and then put this in the center of my eye, and it was really, really pretty. Love this a lot. For eyeshadow, this is definitely one of my favorite quads. It's from Dolce & Gabbana. It's their Desert Quad. I purchased it in this special packaging, this leopard print. I'm not sure that this packaging is still available, but it is available in their regular line in the plain gold compact. Love, love, love these colors. What I did was I took this lighter color and I did this under my brow bone, in the inner corner of my eye, and I also did it on half of my eyelid, from the inner corner halfway out. Then I took this beautiful, beautiful shade here. It's sort of a coppery taupe color. And I did that from the center of my eye out to the outer corner of my eye. So I sort of split my lid in half. What's so nice about these is that you almost don't have to blend down the center. They just sort of meld together so beautifully. I absolutely love this look. Now I went in with a lighter taupe color and I did that in my crease. And I just absolutely, again, love this quad. For a liner with this look, I use my Chantecaille gel liner in Espresso. Love this. I don't think the color is going to show that well, but I use this all the time. I absolutely adore it. They only have, I think, 2 colors, and I wish they had more. Love, love the brush at the end of this. I use this a lot. I actually use this a lot in some of my pot gel liners because I just love the tip of this so much. So I use that for a liner. For mascara, I use 2 mascaras. That's what I've been doing lately, is doubling up on my mascara. I've decided there's really no reason for me to buy mascara primers. They're white, they're generally harder for me to cover, and why not just use 2 different mascaras to have the same effect? So I started with my Prestige Biggest Lashes. This has still been an all-time favorite of mine for a long, long time. I always try to keep one of these around. Just as a great mascara. Speaking of mascaras that have huge brushes on them, this is definitely one of them. Love the brush on this. I did that first, and then I went over it with my Chanel Le Volume, the one in blue that I showed you the other day that I purchased. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I went over it, I let them dry a little bit, and then I actually went again and just did the tips of my lashes. Blue, as you know, is really nice against the white of your eyes. It really makes them much brighter, so absolutely love that. For under my eyes, I use my Bare Minerals Stroke of Light. I have it in Fair. I really like this a lot. It's a very, very light formula. I love the applicator on it, and I just love it. I'm so glad that I decided to get it after I had the sample. It definitely works really well for me. For lips, you can see I went a little brighter than I usually went. I purchased one of the NARS Satin Lip Pencils. This is in the color of U, I think you pronounce it, YU, and just a gorgeous, gorgeous color. But I love the application of this. It allows you to really define your lips really well. It's very moisturizing and it's very long lasting, which usually doesn't go hand in hand, but this definitely lasts, and I just love it on my lips. And as a final touch on my lips, I remembered to put on a gloss, which I often forget to do. And this is also the one that I showed you the other day. It's from Sunday Riley, and it's in the color of Pink Lemonade. So that's it. Those are my Empties and my Face of the Day products. I am so excited that I remembered to save my Empties, and I am, fingers crossed, going to continue to do it so I can share some of the other products that I go through, and hopefully will remember not to throw them out. Gorgeous day out. I'm going to head out. I actually might go bicycle riding today. I've just been thinking about it for a long time, and I think the weather is so great that I'm going to try to do that. And I am definitely counting the days down to when we get down to the beach. My daughter is packing up her things at school and moving back home, so yay, yay, yay. I'm really excited about that. And I think that's it. Any questions, of course, leave them down below. As always, I will get back to you as soon as I can. Take care. Speak to you soon.